The state attorney's office is not filing charges against the Orlando police officer involved in the crash that killed 92-year-old Milagros Ortiz. I'm Stuart Moore.
And I'm Lindsay Sablon. The original police crash report found that their own officer was at fault for not yielding the right of way.
WESH 2 investigative reporter Justin Checker broke this story back in January. He's live in downtown Orlando with more on the decision to close this case. Justin.
Well, the state attorney's office says it proactively requested this investigation, meaning Orlando police never referred the case for potential prosecution. Ultimately, prosecutors determined the officer's driving didn't rise to the level of recklessness that's required to charge him with vehicular homicide.
I love you all, and I think that we should do this more often.
Yes, sir.
Get together. That's what we're family for.
Milagros Ortiz was the life of the party, and according to her family, she was living her life to the fullest at 92 years old.
But she was a strong 92, a vibrant 92.
Ortiz's daughters told WESH 2 investigates in January a friend was driving their mom home from her weekly bingo game.
Just because you're a police officer, that doesn't allow you to just go and run a red light to do whatever it is that you're doing.
This newly obtained memo from the state attorney's office provides new details from the Orlando Police traffic homicide investigation into the early morning crash at the intersection of Hoffner Avenue and Cimarron Boulevard. It reveals that Officer Andrew McEwen's attorney said that McEwen had been attempting to conduct a traffic stop on a vehicle that had made an illegal U-turn on the west side of the intersection. The state attorney's office denied our request Friday morning for surveillance video from the street cameras and the nearby 7-Eleven, saying in an email it's confidential, exempt pursuant to a state statute.
My suggestion, it kind of looked like he got tired of waiting at the light.
Witness Jose Rodriguez told investigators, "I believe the officer did not see the vehicle coming to him going toward the airport because his view was blocked from the vehicles that stopped." Prosecutors say McEwen's speed was below 20 miles per hour until 2 seconds prior to the crash. His marked Ford Explorer reached 32 miles an hour when it crashed into the Jeep carrying Ortiz. She died the next day in the hospital.
I could have expected that maybe from a drunk driver, but never in a million years I would have thought it was a police officer that was going to hit her.
According to the memo, the officer hit the service brake a half second prior to the crash, and there's no evidence that McEwen intentionally turned off the emergency lights. But the prosecutor also writes, the maintenance logs document a history of issues related to lights and sirens on McEwen's vehicle. McEwen's vehicle had previously been in a crash. That crash was on March 9, 2020, prior to police saying McEwen joined the force in September 2024. At the end of the memo from April 27th, it says, the fact that a fatal crash occurred is not evidence of reckless driving. Florida case law is replete with examples of cases where the driving that led to a fatal collision was found not to be reckless. WESH 2 investigates informed Ortiz's family on Thursday the officer would not be charged with vehicular homicide. In early February, the family's attorney Ben Crump told us,
oftentimes when you have people investigating themselves, it seems to be a hint of impropriety.
State Attorney Worrell's office says in a statement, we have not yet been able to reach Miss Ortiz's family directly, and that matters deeply to us. We will not stop trying. We urge them to contact this office. They deserve to hear our findings from us directly and personally, not through press releases or secondhand accounts. And that statement also says the declination of charges does not diminish the tragedy of this loss. It does not declare that nothing went wrong, that no one's pain is valid. What we hope the Ortiz family in this community know above all else is that Milagros Ortiz was seen, her life mattered, and this review was conducted in a manner worthy of her. And Ortiz's loved ones tell WESH to investigate to this day. Nobody from the state attorney's office nor Orlando police have tried to contact their family. Meanwhile, Orlando police say the department supports the decision by the state attorney's office. We're also told an internal affairs investigation is still active. Covering Orange County Live for WESH 2 Investigates, I'm Justin Shecker.